Hey watch people, welcome back. This is Hector for Winding Crowns, and today we are going to take a closer look at this watch right here. It is the Detroit Mint Speedy. That is the actual name of this watch. It is from a company out of Detroit. It's an American company, and they do a lot of homage watches, or homage, whatever you call it. And I think they do have a few of their own designs, very few though. Most of them are going to be homage watches, but they do them nice, very nicely done. Some of them automatics, some with the Seiko hand winds. This happens to be one with the Mega Quartz movement. It is supposed to emulate the famous Seiko Pogue. That's why the colors. Now let's get to dimensions. I did the unboxing and got to wear it for a little bit. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at it. The watch case is 40 millimeters, I believe. Let's be sure. I'll do it at the bezel first. At the bezel, it's 38.8. I'll grab it from here and here. 40.5. So the bezel is slightly smaller at 38. Has a very nice crown that is 6.4, so that's a pretty good crown. You got your nice pushers. The crown is screw down, and let's see, but it's not really a diver. It's kind of chunky a little bit at 14.4. That is including a slightly single dome sapphire crystal. You do have a lug width of 20. And I don't think that the strap tapers. No, it's still 20. So it's 20 all the way through, but it's 20 is not bad, so I don't mind it. 22 would be a little wide, but it goes from 20 to 20, so it doesn't go down, but 20 is not bad. You have your normal standard affair here on the clasp, but it does the job. It does have, of course, a good catch right there that locks in. You hear that pop. Then you have the dual trigger. This is fully milled. I believe this is stamped, but it's very thick. Nice click. Nice click again. So that's really, really good. 3 micro adjust. You do have split pin designed for holding the links. They are H links that are fairly thin, but they are solid, as are the N links. You can see they're not quick release, but they do leave you space to get a tool and knock them out of there. Your case back has a nice Le Mans race car, and it does say Speedy 10 ATM. So that's a pretty good little water resistance there. Sapphire, all stainless. And it says Detroit Mint. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see the car. So it's not very minimal writing on it. There's the car, as you can see. It is the screw back. It's a nicely done watch. There is the dial. You have your tachometer on the outside. It's red and blue. It is aluminum painted bezel insert. Goldish color to the dial and chapter ring. You have square indices except for at 12, 6, 3, and 9. There being the date, the name on this side, and then the 2 subdials. Let's go ahead and run the chronograph hand. You push it up here. You get that pretty decent sweep that you do get from a Mega Quartz movement. Then you can stop it. Just push this bottom one. It goes back to 12. It jumps immediately. It's not a slow moving. It snaps. There are your 2 gold hands. Very rarely do they get lost in the dial. I was thinking that they would get lost in the dial because they're gold and the dial is gold, but I haven't had that problem. It does have a little lume on the hands and those square indices. It's not very bright, but it is there. I do like that the date is framed with a gold frame. Overall, it's a pretty decent looking watch. I actually think it's good looking. I will put the link in the description and in the first comment So you can go straight to the website and see if you want to pick one up. I believe they're under $300. And it's a very solid, well-made watch. Let me do a wrist shot, which I did one in the beginning of the video, but there you go. 40 mil on my 7.5 inch wrist. Let's go ahead and hit the loom to see if it'll knock our socks off. Oh, this thing's gonna be a fireball. Can already see it. Just kidding. All right, guys. There we go. Nothing spectacular, but it is there. You'll be able to see it at night. For how long? Not sure. But you do have some loom there, and I can appreciate that. They could have went cheap and just not put anything. And it's not bad. I mean, it's not, you know, blotchy or spotty like some of them that are real cheap. So that's not a bad little application on a chronograph. They didn't really have to have any. All right, guys, let's get those lights back on. Anyway, there you go, guys. Tell me what you think in the comment section. What do you think of this watch? Do you like it? I know there's a lot of other ones, like the Islander has one, and I think Seiko put one out too, the Seiko 5. So what do you think of this watch, guys? Something you would get. It is a mecha quartz movement. I know that's a turnoff for some people, but it's not for me because you can just change the battery. It's a grab and go piece. So it's not have to wind it. You don't have to have it on a winder. I like it. I really do like it. I would wear this for sure. And I like the sizing at 40 mil. Anyway, tell me what you think, guys. Hit that like button. Hit the bell icon so you're notified of the next video. And leave comments down below, guys. Thanks for being with me once again. And remember, never stop winding crowns.